Hi guys, welcome back to Geeks Wargaming, and this is the final video. I thought I'd leave this one to last because I think it's the most impressive. This is my heavy support choices for my army. As you can see, I've also got a bit of a tank fetish as well as a dreadnought fetish. So let's jump in closer and have a look at some of these. Let's start over here first of all. Just teasing you over there. So Centurion Devastators, they're pretty good now with Grav. So yeah, you'll probably be seeing these a lot more again. They have been AWOL since 7th edition. So we all know what they do and what they look like. These are my quad launchers. These are a Forge World model. I again can use these in 30k and 40k. They're actually pretty good in 40k. They've got an indirect fire option, and also they've got like a strength 8 shatter shot, so they're quite good at dealing with vehicles at shorter range that they can see. So they're quite good. I think they're about 80 points. So if you want to just sort of squeeze in a cheap heavy support so you can get your Leviathan in, then one of these is a good option. Moving across to the Predator. This is the Predator Plasma Executioner pattern, which again was a 30k version. There's also a conversion beamer version of this, but I've never used it because it's quite restrictive because you can't move at all, and it gets good when it's at really long range. It's pretty pants when it's close range. I don't think you can shoot it if you're within 12 inches even, so it's just not as good as the plasma. And also that looks cool, doesn't it? That's a cool plasma gun. I really like this little tank. It's as I said, it's a Forge World model. This harks back to the original plastic Predator that I had as a kid and painted horrendously badly. You know, the one that had the really flimsy guardrail that all went round there and it actually snapped before you'd even finished making the model. We all know that one, don't we? Well, you do if you're old as me. But yeah, I'm quite happy with how this came out. Painted this one probably, I don't know, 2 years ago. Got some transfers on it and magnetised all over the place. Yeah, I've magnetised that because you have to pay the points for that in 30k. So I magnetised it, take it off. Also the sponsons are magnetised, so I can put heavy bolters on there if I want to, and this main gun is magnetised as well, so I can put that conversion beamer on there. There's also an autocannon las cannon variant of this, so I was actually thinking I might get that one as well at some point, so then I could swap that out, put a las cannon on that, so you got the quad las on this tank, and then I could go with a second one that'd have the autocannon and the heavy bolters for more horde clearance, which would be quite good, I think. So that's that. Then we have 3 Land Raiders. I like Land Raiders, obviously. I think they're cool. I know they're not very good. No, they're not too bad, actually. They're not too bad. 2 up save, toughness 8, and a gazillion wounds. That's going to cause a few issues. The only issue that you have with Land Raiders is they can get bogged down by, just some little infantryman standing in combat with them and constantly bugging them. So you need to give them a bit of support so they don't get bogged down in melee, because that's a lot of las cannons on a tank, isn't it? So they are pretty good. They're tough, but just don't get them stuck in combat, and you'll be all right. This one here, this was I think this was the first one that I did, and I got the spaced armour from Forge World. I don't think they do this anymore. I'm not sure. They might do. But it just sort of gives it a bit more of a unique look. I've also actually got the Forge World, as in Warhammer World, sorry, special edition Land Raider. I bought just the upgrade kit, so I can actually run this as the Land Raider Excelsior, I think, which then becomes a HQ. That might be quite good now. I might try and run that again. Yeah, might be quite good. So I might run that. You might see that again. It's the one that's got the grav cannon. It's got the las cannons, and then it's got like a little dude that you can poke out the top. And yeah, he's like a commander. So I think you get the captain reroll buff, which is quite good. You know, using this body to give a 6-inch aura of reroll 1, that could be quite good. Not that Iron Hands particularly care about that anymore, because yeah, their doctrine. But hey, there we go. So moving over here, I'm pretty sure this is heavy support choice. Don't think it's elite. Might be elite now thinking about it. But hey, he's in this video. This is the Deridio, yeah, the shooty dreadnought that looks like the one from RoboCop. The autocannons are really, really good. I've also got the super las cannons, which okay. They're like, I think, strength 10 and do some more wounds, but this is probably the better loadout. It's just rate of fire, high strength, fairly decent damage, fairly decent AP. This is how you want to be running it. I've also did a little bit of conversion, so I could replace this turret on top, and I've converted like a little bit of a radar dish, so it gives it the 5-up invuln to everything that's within 6 inches. So that was quite useful, but now I've got a character that does that. So yeah, probably just run it like this with the missiles for the extra shots now. Probably one of my favourite units, one of my favourite dreadnoughts, the Leviathan. I had a Leviathan before it was cool, kids, because I bought this as soon as it was available. I was at some Horus Heresy event. Managed to get hold of this, and yeah, I've been running it in 30k and 40k as soon as I could, and then suddenly the internet said they were good, so everyone started doing it. So yeah, you all copied me, just remember that. Not Mikey from Hellstorm Gaming, he copied me. Yeah. Then we have a Spartan. Now, much like my nostalgia trip on the Super Heavy video with the White Dwarf Build Your Own Super Heavy Tank Edition, there was one that they did, and it was creating a Spartan, and the Spartan was the tank that could carry the most Terminators. So somebody basically had scratch built a Spartan, and what they'd done is they'd taken, you know, the really old style Land Raider that you got from like what, 2nd edition or something like that. They'd basically got that kit, turned the tracks upside down, and then elongated it with some plastic card and filled it out with some other bits. And to me, that was like one of the coolest things that I'd seen as a kid. So I always wanted to get a Spartan, and then when I was back in the hobby and I started doing Horus Heresy, I could get a Spartan. So I just had to get one. And in Horus Heresy, they're really good. You basically, you know, this is where your Primarch rides round in with his boys. So Ferrus Manus has rode this into battle on numerous times. Richard will probably be in the comments section saying yes, and I've blown it up before it's actually got anywhere near me a million times before, because Richard is incredibly lucky at rolling dice in Horus Heresy for some reason. So it's just one of those things. So yeah, Spartan, that's really cool. I love this model. We've got some Forge World transfers on that as well as on the doors. Bit of a weathering effect. This is just typhus corrosion on the tracks. It works quite well, I think. You can go to town on weathering pigments and stuff like that on tanks, but I think just to get it, you know, to sort of a tabletop thing, typhus corrosion works quite well. So there we go. Again, shaky cam, so sorry for that. But that is all my heavy supports, and that is the final video that rounds out all of my Iron Hands. Don't ask me how many points it is, because I haven't totaled it up and I haven't got a clue. Maybe one of you guys can do it. If you want to do that, then do it and stick it in a comment down below, and then that'll at least give me a ballpark. Yes, do my work for me. Yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. Remember to subscribe if you're not already subscribed to the channel. It does really help us out, and a lot of people that watch these videos, as I've said before, aren't subscribed, which I find is quite strange. So yeah, subscribe. It doesn't cost you anything. Just click that button and the little bell icon, then you won't miss anything. So what I want from you guys now is now that you've watched all these videos, if you haven't, go back and watch them. They're really cool because they're my videos. Write me some kind of list. Give me some pointers what you think I should keep in my 40k list to be sort of, you know, not tournament, but, you know, fairly powerful army. I've got some ideas. We've recently done a couple of battle reports where obviously it's been mainly dreadnoughts. I do like that idea. But do you think it's worth swapping out some of the dreadnoughts for something else? I don't know, on here maybe, I don't know. What are your thoughts? So comments down below, that would really help me out. And yeah, I've continued to ramble on for another couple of minutes after pretty much closing the video out. So thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next one.